Okay, so my question to you is the same. What was your first job in Laguna Beach?
I forgot about that one too, actually. A Honda Elite scooter came out, and I really wanted this scooter. And so I saw a help wanted sign on Jack in the Box, and so I went in there, and I was 15 years old to get a job so I could buy the scooter. And they said I needed to be 15 and a half, and I couldn't get a job. Then I was driving through North Laguna, and I saw this help wanted sign on Hop Sing's dry cleaning, Asian kind of special dry cleaning service that they hand press everything. And so I went in there, and they said, "You're hired," you know, and they said, "Go upstairs and you can start working." And so I go upstairs, and there's these 4 Hispanic ladies, and they get paid $1 per shirt to iron. It took me forever to iron one shirt, and I think I got 2 shirts done the whole day. And these women,
you get to that scooter.
These women were firing through these shirts and going quick. I just left, and I never came back. And
didn't even get paid on the 2 shirts.
Nope, they still owe it to me. I didn't. They still owe me. They still owe me $2. Actually. The second job I got was working for another real estate agent here in Laguna. Her name was Darlene Woodward. And Darlene was a super high producer. She was selling, I think she was selling a home every 2 or 3 days was her record. Saved up, and instead of buying the scooter, I bought a Volkswagen Bug, $1,300, 1972 Volkswagen Bug. I bought that. I went to work for Darlene after school, and I would go around and I'd install lock boxes, put up signs, deliver flyers, deliver MLS books, and just grunt, make keys, you know, that kind of thing. From there, my mom was in the business, and she was always encouraging me and tried to get in the business. I just wanted to not follow my parents' footsteps, quite honestly, and wanted to make a name for myself before I came back.
If you were to describe yourself, how would you describe yourself?
I am an extremely diligent, caring, thoughtful person who cares way too much about what other people think, who tries to please too many people. And I try to say yes to too many things, and I care too much. I like people to like what I do, and I like people to approve what I do. As a realtor, I think a people pleaser is a very admirable quality to have. I feel like I'm an extremely well-rounded person who has a background in a lot of the stuff that real estate entails, and that allows me to utilize and serve my clients much better at a higher level.
Your formative years after college, where'd you go to college, and then what was your career after that?
I graduated from college in 1990 from Arizona State University. I had a Bachelor of Science degree with an emphasis in real estate development. Went to work for a company called Market Profiles in Irvine. We studied the housing market, the new housing market. We did studies, and I did that for about 2 years. And then my dad had an opportunity to build a home in Monarch Bay. And then at that time, I had just got my contractor's license, contracted that project, and we managed that process, built that home for him. It was a spec home. It was to be sold. I think we built 12 fire homes that were burnt down. Through that process, I realized I didn't love what I was doing. I wasn't a master craftsman. I was a young kid who had just gotten out of college, who knew how to run a computer and a schedule and a budget, but I didn't know how to manage people, and I didn't know how to manage people's emotions, and especially people who had just lost their life's memories in a fire. It chased me out of the business, quite frankly, and I went back into commercial, and I did commercial real estate from there, you know, and I again was on this path to become a rich developer, and then ultimately deciding at that point, I think I want to get into real estate. I think I have a pretty good background to be a really good realtor, and I've lived in Laguna majority of my life, and that's a pretty cool place to be able to sell houses. Why don't we go back and make that our career? And my mom let me in. Here we are 16, 17 years later.
What made you change from being at Compass to Coldwell Banker?
So luckily enough, I was able to come in under Strata, and I got a little flavor of what that was about. At that time, Strata was bought by Coldwell Banker. Coldwell Banker then sort of took Strata away. Now I'm in the business, and I'm running, and I'm doing it on my own generally, and I'm successful, and I'm doing well, and I'm active in the community. When I met Debbie Lewandowski at Coldwell Banker, I just felt like it was a calling that felt so aligned. Yeah, I'm the team lead, but you guys are allowing me to do all this stuff, and that's the part that's so great for me today. And it's amazing, and part of it is you guys all sitting here, you know. I love it, and I'm super excited. The 2 memories as a child growing up here that come up the most are Bubbles the hippopotamus that escaped from Lion Country Safari when we were in elementary school, right? Have you not heard this? Have you heard? Okay. So there's a hippopotamus. Lion Country Safari is right where Aliso Viejo used to be, and Lion Country Safari was our zoo, right? And one of the hippos snuck out and got loose, and for I think like a week, they lost. Yeah, it was the main topic of discussion in
Where's
Laguna.
Bubbles?
Where's Bubbles, right? And they found Bubbles in one of the lakes out in the canyon. Yeah, so they found Bubbles, right, which was great. So that was awesome. And then the other one was when we had the Bluebird landslides. I love to show people our town. I love to show people how special it is. I love to sit and have coffee down at Anastasia or Zinc, and I pinch myself thinking, we get to make this our life. Drive around nice cars, look at nice houses, beautiful environment, and we get paid to do this. I think we provide great service. We have great connections and great experience to be able to bring our clients the best service possible. I don't feel like you'll find people who are more passionate and more into what they do and are more committed to real estate. And I think at the forefront of everything I do, I always try to put my clients' needs first.
I've seen you through the years grow, and I've seen your background and how hard you've worked no matter what you've done. And then to see you come to this place, 16, 17 years ago of finding your true kind of calling and being a residential real estate agent. If I pull myself out and go, if I just wasn't your wife and looking at who you are and what your background, I can't imagine number one with just that. Again, with your dad being an architect and working under him, and you building houses, residential, and then getting into commercial construction, commercial real estate, and then coming full circle to work for your mom, who has decades of residential real estate experience, and working under her. Just knowing who you are, how much you love this town, and how much you enjoy showing people this town, just your work ethic. I just see you as a leader. I see you as somebody who cares. I just don't see anybody better. I mean, you just want the best for everyone, no matter whether it's good news or bad news. You're honest and you're direct. I don't know how you do it.
Thanks. Thanks.
Bam.
It was creating a team with the right people
Exactly.
that could fit, knowing who I am and complementing what we do to make it work. We had to short sell our house, during 2010. And that was when we were freaking totally broke, and I called you from Tom Ferry and said, hey, do you have any money in your retirement? And you wrote that check that day for $11,000.
I know you guys are super active, whether it's family, work, lifestyle stuff. How do you guys keep it all together? Is there a good sense of balance?
We don't know. We're figuring it out every night. When we come home, we'll see what happens tonight. Depends how the day goes. Exactly. Whole life has been integrated and woven into what we do on a daily basis.
It's fun, and I have to catch myself. I have to make myself take a break actually and go, wait, kids are home, or Sam now, and okay, I have to put this down.
Right.
Because I love it. I have so much fun, and we have to actually talk to each other about not talking about the real estate part, but it's interwoven.
So when you guys have a disagreement, who's the first one to apologize?
Oh, for sure me. For sure.
It absolutely
Good
is.
answer.
I apologize for everything.
Because he has to. Yeah, he's the one.
That's true. I do make a lot of
apologizing,
mistakes. And I'm willing to admit it. For sure. But see, this team, they fix everything.